Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Shubhayan Chakravarti, joined by Abhishek Paul to discuss the big match, the second match of the Super Sunday between Lucknow Super Giants and Rajasthan Royals. Before we dive deep into the discussion, let me give you the breaking from the Wankhede Stadium. Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have opted to field first. That is the breaking coming in from the Wankhede Stadium. Lucknow Super Giants will field first, and that has been the trend in this tournament so far. Abhishek, every team is opting to field first after winning the toss, and LSG have just gone with the trend.
Yeah, firstly, batting second in T20s, last few years, we have seen this trend, teams, they want to get a hold of things, want to know exactly what they are chasing. So that is a bit of an advantage, and also the dew factor comes in.
Yeah.
It's an evening match at Wankhede today. LSG has made the right call, they are going with the trend. Though I must say Rajasthan is one team, which has batted first and won multiple matches in this IPL 2022.
True. So that is the big breaking coming in from the Wankhede Stadium. Lucknow will field first after winning the toss. We'll take a look at the playing 11 as well. Abhishek, you have some news from there. What is the playing 11 Lucknow and Rajasthan?
So Lucknow, obviously KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, Marcus Stoinis, Deepak Hooda, Ayush Badoni, Krunal Pandya, Jason Holder, Krishnappa Gautam, Dushman Chamira, Ravi Vishnoi and Avesh Khan.
Okay, so Andrew Tai is out of the playing 11 and Dushmanta Chamira comes in his place. And Abhishek, so Matthew Eden in his pitch report said that it is going to be a lot drier than the last match, but he is expecting plenty of runs from this pitch. Here's the Lucknow playing 11 for you guys. KL Rahul, the captain, Quinton de Kock, Marcus Stoinis is in the playing 11. He strengthens
in place of Evan Lewis.
Evan Lewis sits out of this match. So Marcus Stoinis comes straight away in that playing 11, followed by Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandya, Ayush Badoni, Jason Holder, Krishnappa Gautam. So many all-rounders in that playing 11. Dushmanta Chamira, Ravi Bishnoi and Avesh Khan. A good squad, Abhishek, there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Matthew Eden said in his pitch report that it's going to be a lot drier. Spinners might get assistance, but he also mentioned how it will be a hard day's work for the bowlers. And this batting lineup, with KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock, they opening the batting. Marcus Stoinis at number 3. It's brilliant. Jason Holder comes in, and then of course Deepak Hooda, the kind of finish that he provides. It's a star-studded batting lineup, and the Rajasthan Royals, they need to put up a big score, to defeat Lucknow Super Giants today.
True, and their bowling attack as well. They have bowled so well. Avesh Khan, Ravi Bishnoi have been the standout bowlers, but Jason Holder has also provided the much needed impetus in this bowling unit as well. We'll take a look at the Rajasthan Royals' playing 11 as well. Any changes in there?
So Jos Buttler is there, Rassi Vanderdussen is playing today, Devdutt Padikkal, Sanju Samson, Shimron Hetmeyer, Riyan Parag, Kuldeep Sen, Ravichandran Ashwin, Trent Bolt, Prasidh Krishna and Yuzvendra Chahal.
So Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yashasvi Jaiswal, he was starting really well, but he could not really convert his starts, and that has seen the introduction of Rassi Vanderdussen today. A great South African player, he can go for the big hits, he can play for long. So again the top order, if you see, I'm guessing it will be Jos Buttler and maybe Devdutt Padikkal who will open. It's brilliant, Jos Buttler, he has already scored a century. Devdutt Padikkal, a left-hander, young left-hander Indian opener, was really great for RCB in IPL 2021. So it's a great matchup actually. Both top orders really doing really well. Rajasthan Royals, they have a great finisher in Shimron Hetmeyer. LSG, they have Deepak Hooda and Krunal Pandya as the finisher's job. And then the changes, of course, I think it's the right call. Yashasvi Jaiswal had his chances, but he could not convert those chances. So
and Kuldeep Sen comes in for Navdeep Saini as well, who was expensive in the last match, and
there was some injury also. I think 2 matches before he had some injury also, but it's because he was expensive. Maybe Kuldeep Sen comes in.
Absolutely, and those who haven't watched Kuldeep Sen in action yet, I'm just giving you a warning. Expect some quick quick bowling from him. He can clock 150 with his pace. So yeah, an exciting talent, and let's see whether IPL welcomes him.
It will be really crucial, because teams generally go after that weak link, and Kuldeep Sen, he's talented, but I mean, he's playing his first match for Rajasthan Royals, if I'm not wrong, and he'll be facing a star-studded, heavyweight, power-packed LSG top order. You have KL Rahul, you have Quinton de Kock, Marcus Stoinis, Jason Holder, Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandey. I think batting is their forte. Of course, the likes of Ravi Bishnoi, they have also performed, but it will be a massive test for Kuldeep Yadav and the 4 overs that he will bowl.
Absolutely, and that is what makes this this encounter even more exciting. The two teams, they are packed with so many world-class players. We'll take a look at the X factors in these two teams, LSG and Rajasthan Royals. So we'll start with our first X Factor player of the day, and he has been doing so well in this tournament. He has started well. Shimran Hetmyer, I am talking about, from Rajasthan Royals. Earlier in the previous season, we used to talk about he has so much hype around him. He doesn't perform. He's not consistent. But this season he has just set the stage on fire, hitting long sixes and batting consistently well.
I mean, look at his strike rate. Right? It's almost touching 188. So at number 5 or number 6, you expect that. You don't expect a number 5 or number 6 batter in T20s to score like 50 or 60. You need him to score about 30-40 in maybe 10 to 15 balls, which he has been doing really well. Since coming into RR, finally we can see the potential that he was known for. Earlier seasons also he fetched great money, but he couldn't really come good in the IPL. For DC also, even for RCB, he could not play that consistently well. But in the 3 matches so far, average of over 50 for a middle order batsman in T20s, it's brilliant. And RR needs his big hits today.
Absolutely, pink hair, pink jersey, and in red hot form. So Shimran Hetmyer is one of the players to watch out for. And from LSG, this young leg spinner has been doing exceedingly well. Made his India debut recently and just took the international stage by storm. I am talking about Ravi Bishnoi. What an impressive bowler! We always, when we talk about Ravi Bishnoi, there are only praises because he's such a special talent and has been doing really well. An economy rate of 6.81.
If Matthew Hayden, the great Matthew Hayden's prediction is right, that spinners are going to get a little bit of help from today's pitch at the Wankhede, I think he is the man for LSG. He is like, he's a young guy. He has so much bravery in him, right? I mean, he doesn't shy away from using his variations, using his googlies. A leg spinner's job in T20s is the most difficult one. They can get hit for 6s and 4s. Ravi Bishnoi, despite that, he has been doing really well at such a young age. I think this is only his 3rd or 4th IPL season. He did really well for Kings 11 Punjab, for Punjab Kings, sorry. And in LSG also, he is turning out to be their number 1 bowler so far.
Absolutely, and to all our viewers who are watching this video, do subscribe to News9 Sports on YouTube. Go to YouTube, just type News9 Sports, and that is where you will get all the coverage related to IPL, Indian cricket, and from the other sporting action going all around the world as well. So go to News9 Sports and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is the one-stop destination for all things sport. And to give you a brief update of what is going at the Wankhede Stadium, Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have opted to field first. LSG are unbeaten in 3 matches. Rajasthan Royals started this tournament well, but suffered a bit of a hiccup in the last game. But yes, 2 formidable sides, 2 of the strongest units in this IPL 2022, and yes, both the teams, this should make up for a great match. But
they can enter the top 4 also. I think the winner has a chance of making it to the top 4. Almost all the teams, they have played 3 to 4 matches. This is the time, when a team builds on the lead that they have got. Teams like MI and not SRH, maybe SRH got their first points yesterday. MI and CSK, quite surprisingly, they are in at the 9th and 10th positions. Teams like LSG and RR, who are in the mid-table, this is the phase that they need to capitalize, that they would want to capitalize and go into the top 4, join the likes of KKR and the other top 4 teams.
Absolutely, that's a well made point there. We'll take a look at all the key battles in this match as well. There are so many mini battles because of the world class plethora of world class players these two teams have. So we'll take a look at which battle will be the most interesting, should be the most interesting in the power plays. Abhishek, there are so many battles within this big war, but one matchup which I am looking forward to is watching Avesh Khan go against Jos Buttler, two informed players. Jos Buttler scored the first century of IPL 2022, but Avesh Khan has been bowling. Although he has been expensive in a couple of matches, he's among the wickets there.
Yeah, I mean, stopping Jos Buttler would be the key. He is their #1 most informed batter. Rajasthan Royals is most informed
Orange
batter.
cap player, holder as well.
I mean, he has scored in 3 matches. He has scored 205 runs. And you can see it on the screen. His batting strike rate is 318 against Avesh Khan. I mean, yes. 318 is something. Although he has only played 11 balls against him, but he has scored 35 runs.
Why would a captain give a ball if again after 11 deliveries he has conceded 35 runs?
But yeah, I mean today at some point of time Avesh Khan is going to face Jos Buttler, and Jos Buttler would like to take his opportunity. He's averaging over 100 in this IPL so far. His strike rate is over 140. So I mean a lot depends on Avesh Khan. Avesh Khan garnered all the attention last year because he finished as the 2nd highest wicket taker for Delhi Capitals. He was one of the main reasons why Delhi Capitals finished the league stage as the toppers, as the table toppers, and today is going to be a massive test. Jos Buttler definitely is going to be his #1 target maybe, but there are other factors also, and Avesh Khan, if he can get going, get early breakthroughs, maybe 1 or 2 breakthroughs in the power play, nothing like it.
Absolutely, and if Avesh Khan can give a good start in the power play, then LSG will obviously have a good hold in this match. Let's move to the middle over battle, and this pair, this matchup, I'm extremely excited to watch, because Deepak Hooda has been in form of his life. He has been doing so well, and Yuzvendra Chahal has found a new groove in his bowling since being dropped from the T20 World Cup. From there on, he has looked like a different bowler, and this matchup, they haven't played each other much, but look at that head-to-head record, Abhishek.
I mean 1 dismissals, 9 balls, 6 runs. It's kind of even Stevens, because they have not faced each other. But interestingly, these two players, why this matchup is really interesting from the Indian point of view is these two players, they have that national team aspiration. Yuzvendra Chahal, with the kind of form that he is in, there's no way the selectors are going to ignore him this time. In 7 months' time, there's a T20 World Cup, and Chahal, if he keeps bowling the way he has been bowling every match, he has been getting almost 3 or 2 wickets, even 4 wickets. And Deepak Hooda, again another lower order batter, who can bowl a bit of off spin too. It's crucial. I mean, it's very important from the Indian point of view who wins this contest, especially in the middle overs.
Absolutely, and Deepak Hooda, he has come into bat when LSG have found themselves in a troublesome spot in a couple of matches, and from there on he has rescued LSG and helped them win both the matches and already has a couple of half centuries.
He and Ayush Baduni also, these two guys.
Absolutely. So Deepak Hooda, he's not just a finisher, so he can come in and pierce the field and get some tough runs also under his belt, and he has shown that so far, and that is why Deepak Hooda is in the consideration for that upcoming T20 World Cup squad as well. We recently saw him play for the Indian team as well. So Deepak Hooda definitely is one of the players to watch out for, and for Lucknow, Abhishek, he has been the star batter so far in this tournament.
True. I mean, if you see the run tally of the Lucknow Super Giants batters, Quinton de Kock, of course, he is a top order batter. Openers generally feature in the top 10 of any run tally in T20s because they get the most number of overs. But very surprisingly, KL Rahul is the second one. But Deepak Hooda, he has scored in 4 matches. He has scored 130 runs, which is great for a middle order batter. He averages 32. but more importantly, he has a strike rate of 136.84, which is really brilliant. He and the young Ayush Badoni, who has also scored over 100 runs in 4 matches, averaging 51. These two players, if Rajasthan Royals bowlers think that if they can just get rid of the top order, they'll seal the match, seal the destiny of the match, they would be very wrong, because these two guys, they have been consistent, they are confident, and they can really go for the big hits. They can even defend also well. They can play to the situation. They don't really, I mean, Ayush Baduni especially, he is a young player playing his maiden IPL. He has not really shown any nerves. And Deepak Hooda, he is eager to perform, eager to impress the national selectors. So it's a tall ask for Rajasthan Royal bowlers too, because as the expert Matthew Hayden said, that it's going to be a batting paradise today.
Absolutely, and that is why all eyes will be on Yuzvendra Chahal.
And due factor will also come in when Rajasthan Royals come to bowl in the second innings.
Absolutely, and that is where the role of Ravichandran Ashwin will also become very important. But a quick update from the match between Kolkata Knight Riders. Kolkata Knight Riders chasing 215 against Delhi Capitals are 152 for 8 in 17 overs. So that is the update there. Kolkata Knight Riders, after their good start in this tournament, are slowly faltering off, at least faltering off in this match.
Yeah, I mean the way, finally David Warner, he scored a half century. Prithvi Shaw, he also scored a half century. Rishabh Pant did really well, and they scored 215 for 5. That's a huge total. It was a day match. There was no due factor or something like that. Chasing a 216 run per target, is always tough. And Kolkata Knight Riders, they clearly failed. When we came into this.
Although Andre Russell is still there at the crease, but are you expecting any miracle?
See, Kolkata, as I can see, in 17.4 overs, they are 154 for 8. They need 60. They are 155 for 8 in 17.4 overs. They need 61 runs of 14 balls.
Tough.
Not every day Pat Cummins' innings happens, right? I mean, that was kind of an aberration. 15 ball half centuries don't happen every day. That's cricket, and KKR, as of now, you can safely say that this match is quite out of their hands, unless some miracle happens. Khalil Ahmed, he has bowled really well. He is bowling his last over. He has given just 21 runs. He has already taken 3 wickets. He also will bowl 2 more balls. Last 2 overs, anything can happen, but scoring 60 odd runs in 2 overs, that's too much of a ask. If that happens, Shah Rukh Khan should, make Andre Russell the captain for the next match, maybe.
That's a good call, but I think
especially in the fantasy 11, you should make him the captain.
Absolutely, that's spot on. But let's come back to the match we are previewing. We are building up on the big match between LSG and Rajasthan Royals, and the news coming in from the Wankhede is that Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have opted to field first. They have made changes. Both the teams have made changes into their playing 11s. Lucknow Super Giants, as you can see, have won the toss and have opted to field first. Rajasthan Royals have made 2 changes to their playing 11, and Lucknow Super Giants have also made two changes into their playing 11. So Rajasthan Royals have dropped Navdeep Saini and Yashasvi Jaiswal after their string of poor outings, and Lucknow have dropped Andrew Tye and Ewan Lewis from their playing 11. So this is the playing 11 for Rajasthan Royals. Rassie van der Dusen comes in place of Ewan Lewis, and Kuldeep Singh comes in place of Navdeep Saini. So this is the playing 11.
Too many changes,
Too many changes.
Too many changes makes everyone forget. One interesting point is, both teams, Rassie van der Dusen and Marcus Stoinis comes in. They're all-rounders. I think they're going for that extra depth in batting and bowling. Both teams. That's clearly the strategy here. Any extra amount of help, in the bowling department or the batting department is going to help. Though I'm a bit surprised that they dropped Ewan Lewis. Marcus Stoinis, he's a great player, but Ewan Lewis was also doing really well. At a time when maybe KL Rahul failed or Quinton de Kock fell for a low score, Evan Lewis was really taking up the charge, but
Yep.
you know, they went with Marcus Stoinis.
Good call.
Good call. But he's playing his first match, I
Yeah.
think. So that's going to be an issue. But of course, batting second, they can really thank their stars. In fact, in the toss also, Sanju Samson said we can do nothing about it. Clearly, though he did not accept it, maybe he is not that too happy, you know, with the toss result.
Absolutely, and no captain so far in this IPL have, you know, opted to bat first after winning the toss. Although Sanju Samson's Rajasthan Royals have won a couple of matches batting first in this IPL 2022. We'll take a quick look at the toss as well. Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have opted to field first, and both the teams have gone with 2 changes. So the latest is Lucknow Super Giants have won the toss and have opted to field first, and we'll take a look at what Matthew Hayden has said in his pitch report. Very interesting, because firstly he has said it's going to be a batter's paradise, but is likely to assist the spinners as well, because it will play a lot more drier. And why not? Mumbai at the moment is scorching heat, 40 plus degree there. So yes, the pitches are expected to get drier as tournament progresses, and yes, and
the April sun comes in,
yep.
you know, the summer properly sets in, and it's surprising that dew is playing such a big factor, you know, despite it being like peak summer. At least in North India, it's like peak summer has already started. In Mumbai also, definitely the heat is rising up. I mean, batting first, the one crucial thing would be they need to score at least over 190, right? I mean,
yeah.
190. Considering spinners might get some help, as Matthew Hayden said. In the middle overs, negotiating Deepak Hooda and Ravi Vishnu would be really crucial. Of course, they have Jos Buttler, they have Sanju Samson. Rassi van der Dessen also comes in. A lot of focus will be under him. He is replacing Yashasvi Jaiswal, who played in the last 3 matches for Rajasthan Royals. Yeah. I'm expecting a cracker of a match, at least a high-scoring match. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely, and Abhishek, before we wrap our show, we'll take a look at these 2 teams' record in the Wankhede Stadium as well. Lucknow, interestingly, have played only 1 match here and lost that one. Their only loss in IPL 2022 so far. But Rajasthan Royals, very mixed bag of a result for them. Lost 8, won 6 out of 14 matches, and mostly these matches have been against Mumbai Indians, you know, in past.
True. I mean, only match that they lost, it was against Gujarat Titans. Yes. That was also quite a close match. Yes. Advantage RR, of course, you know, they have won 8 matches, I think, yes, out of 14. So they are more experienced in playing in this condition. But with LSG, you never know, you know, they are a team on the upward swing. You know, they have won their last, I think, 3 matches. Yes. They have won, and while Rajasthan Royals, they have won their last match, the previous match, and momentum as of now, you know, irrespective of the conditions, momentum is with LSG. And as we speak about this match, you know, in the other match, let's give our viewers an update.
Yes.
KKR needs 50 runs of 6 balls, which is clearly not going to happen. So KKR, who are currently the table toppers, they will be losing this match.
And a much needed win for Delhi Capitals.
Yeah, and much needed win for Delhi Capitals. You know, Delhi Capitals, they have a star-studded batting lineup. Today it finally fired. Maybe the Delhi Capitals fans, you know, they can rejoice. Maybe this is the time when the team, you know, starts turning around and makes the march towards the top 4 place in the points table.
Absolutely, and for Kolkata Knight Riders also, they need to take a look at that batting
True.
unit as well.
True.
You know, chasing 215 and going off to a slow start. Had wickets fallen while playing big shots, then I think the fans
they need to take care of their bowling also. I mean, you know, bowlers like Pat Cummins going over 50
yes.
runs, you know.
8 overs, 100 runs in this IPL for Pat
Varun
Cummins.
Chakravarti gave 44 runs. There was another bowler, if I'm forgetting his name, he also gave away 40 runs. You know, that's
Umesh Yadav, I guess, yes.
It's criminal to give over 40. Umesh Yadav gave 48 runs in 4 overs, right? I mean, it's criminal to be so much expensive, you know, especially when such an experienced bowler, you know. Yeah. Umesh Yadav, the way he started the tournament, it was really great. I'm sure the team management will be thinking about it, will be thinking about this, the bowling performance. Maybe for Kolkata Knight Riders team, this is the wake-up call, to get their house in order, to get it going. They are in the top. They are in an advantageous position. It's a 10-team IPL. Every team is going to play 14 matches. It's a long league stage. There's enough time left. So I think much discussion is going to happen tonight in the KKR camp.
And as you finish this sentence, Abhishek, Andre Russell is also back in the hut.
Wow.
So that's curtains for Kolkata Knight Riders.
That's curtain.
When this match is concerned, and that's a big defeat for them as well. So that will their net run rate, a healthy net run rate of +1 will also take a big hit.
Just to interrupt you, as we had said a few while earlier, Jos Buttler is going to open with Devdutt Padikkal today. So that's the new opening combination for Rajasthan Royals. Interesting opening combination. In fact, when Yashasvi Jaiswal was failing, the talk outside was that why are they not allowing Padikkal to bat at in the opening position? Because that's his natural position. He batted in the opening position for RCB
and for Karnataka as well.
And Jos Buttler and Devdutt Padikkal, I think they are even better than KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock, LSG's opening partnership. As a combination, if you see their potential, they can surpass. If these two get going, despite all the factors, despite it being a batting paradise, despite the dew coming in, if these two get going, you can rest assured it can be a 200 plus total.
Oh, 200 plus total is what Abhishek is saying. You also guys drop down your comments and what are you thinking about this match between Lucknow Super Giants and Rajasthan Royals? Which player are you looking forward? What total are you expecting from Rajasthan Royals in the first innings? Padikkal is set to open with Jos Buttler as well. They both are at the crease at the moment, and an exciting new pair for Rajasthan Royals after trying out Yashasvi along with Jos Buttler. But yes, Padikkal with his proven record for RCB would like to replicate the same here for Rajasthan Royals as well, and Dushmanta Chamira as expected gets the new ball for the first over for Lucknow Super Giants. So Abhishek, before you have already said
I'm expecting a 200 plus total, because it's a Super Sunday, weekends, everybody is watching from their home. If they give the viewers 200 plus total, give their fans a 200 plus total, there will be much to cheer about. It's a batting paradise. Anything less than 190 would be really difficult to defend. You can see the scoreboard of the afternoon match. It was a comprehensive win by the Delhi Capitals players. David Warner, he scored 61. Prithvi Shaw, he scored 51. Sunil Narayan was the only bowler who did really well. In 4 overs, he gave away 21 runs at a time when Pat Cummins, Umesh Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, everybody was hit for over 40 runs.
3 bowlers with 40 plus and 1 with 50 plus.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. Barring, had it not been for Sunil Narayan, we could have seen a 250 plus total, and it was a really poor, disappointing batting show also by the Kolkata Knight Riders camp, because Shreyas Iyer, their captain, finally he fired, but unfortunately it was a day, when his team did not fire, and the table toppers, they have lost the match. Kuldeep Yadav, that man, the more said about him, it's less, because he is another pure, who has
is he now the orange cap, purple cap holder? I think so.
Maybe.
Or no, 8 wickets. He has 8 wickets and Umesh Yadav has 10. Yes.
Yeah, but with the way Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal are playing, I wonder whether we will be seeing Kulcha pair once again in the T20 World Cup again.
Yes, it is very possible.
Very possible. The Chinaman bowler, the variation that he provides. Teams want such variations, and as we speak about the earlier match, Padikkal, the new opener for Rajasthan Royals, he has already started the onslaught.
Starts with a bang, 2 back-to-back boundaries.
True. One was edged away, and another also went for 4 runs. So it's a great start. 9 runs of the first 3 deliveries. It's a great start, right?
Absolutely. So the first match has already given us a 200 plus 215 run score there by in the first match, and we are expecting, Abhishek at least is expecting a 200
plus total. Yeah,
200
that's my
plus
prediction. 200 plus. Win-loss, I don't know, but if they can score, irrespective of the conditions, if you score 200 plus total, it creates that psychological pressure. Teams are always under pressure. Though we have seen totals like 205 run total getting chased down, even 210 run total. In fact, 2 years back, KKR, RR versus Kings 11 Punjab, we saw 223 run target also getting chased, but that's an aberration. If you score 200 plus, you always have the advantage.
Absolutely, and that is what makes this encounter even more special. The power pack players, they have the ability to go past 200 plus score easily. But Abhishek, after two back-to-back boundaries, Devdutt Padikkal has been dismissed. So Dushman
and he has challenged the call. I mean, he has taken review. So let's see what happens. But I mean,
a great start.
A great start by both teams, right? I mean, everything is coming into play. The DRS is also coming into play.
He has been saved. I guess he is not out.
He is not out. So wow. So we can still count on a 200 plus total. Right?
An action-packed start there in the match between RR and LSG. We will leave you with that. Go enjoy the match. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
And for more such analysis and from the videos from the sporting world, do subscribe to News9 Sports on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and type News9 Sports. You'll find our channel. Hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any action from our side. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the match between Rajasthan and Lucknow.